Welcome to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and today we have a lot to talk about. And first things first, just in case the audio quality isn't the same as what you guys are used to, it's mainly because my mic is busted. I gotta get it fixed, gotta check it out, something of that sort. So I do apologize if the audio quality isn't up to par as to what it normally is. But today we have two big important things to talk about that was just announced the other day. Number one, we'll be talking about the level cap that's going to be increasing momentarily in a few days here. And also the AAT rate is finally coming out after, boy, it's been about like 3 or 2 months since they announced it. And so hopefully the Shore Trooper event went all right for you guys. I'm gonna make a separate video on that some other time. But how it went for me is I made like 117th place, something like that. I spent about 50 to 100 crystals. Didn't get the full Shore Trooper, unfortunately. I didn't get up there. The top score was just absolutely crazy. But I did get a full furnace. So for 100 crystals or whatever it was for a full furnace, I can't complain too much. But I'm guessing that not every single one of you had the same exact kind of luck as I did there. But let's go ahead and talk about the big stuff that's coming out here. And the first thing is the level cap. And I can't believe it's already been about 7 months since we had the cap increased to 80 from 70. And so it's been about March 31st, 2016 is when they last upped the cap. And now next week, they're gonna up it to 85. So we're not going all the way to 90, but we're going to 85. And they originally said that this is going to unlock new gear tiers as well as abilities, but they crossed out abilities recently, and they are saying that abilities will not be integrated, new abilities won't be integrated come this new update, but in the future they may actually go ahead and create new abilities. So no need to worry about predicting where the meta will shift with new abilities, because we don't know what any new abilities will be anytime soon. But my tips for you for right now that we know that the cap is going to be increasing, catch-up time is over. So no more need to try to just build your inventory like I was for the past several months. Don't just start random characters. Now is the time to hoard all of your currency, hoard all of those credits. And yes, I'm talking to you, the guy who wants to level up the Mob Enforcer. Put a stop on that for now. And let's go ahead and save your credits, because it's going to be quite expensive to get to level 85. And you want to make sure your top tunes for Arena are up to par with everyone else. Because if you have a lower level character, there's a good chance people are going to attack you more frequently. So keep that in mind for the time being. Just hold on to all of your credits. Don't spend it. We just had a credit heist not too long ago, so hopefully you guys didn't just spend all the money already, because it will be needed come next week for the new level cap that will be coming up. Next thing, the AAT rate. I was super excited when I saw this back in July. And, a couple days went by, then a couple weeks went by, a couple updates went by, and still nothing. We didn't hear anything. So apparently, from what the developers are saying, is that the takedown rate, they had to delay it. They want to make sure it was good, it was polished, the quality was up to par to what they actually wanted it to be. So now, I believe they said come sometime next week, they're going to go ahead and with this new raid, there's going to be new gear to come out. So it's going to be kind of your second layer of raid gear that the rank car won't have. So I'm guessing it's going to be, I don't know, some type of new gear, maybe like a Mach 6 fusion furnace or something like that, in order to get to the gear 11s for some characters, or even the gear 12. So there's a good chance we'll start seeing that Omega color looking color around the characters when you upgrade them to a new tier level. So that's coming up soon. So also you might want to kind of slow down just random farming, maybe farm some of the important stuff like some stun cuffs, a lot of really important purple stuff. But another thing that's coming out is a new character. There's going to be a new character coming out in this raid, and my predictions are it's going to be based on a character from the Clone Wars. We see with the original raid with the Rancor, we see that the character came from the original trilogy. We had Han Solo, and I'm thinking it has to be some sort of Clone Wars specific character. So maybe R2-D2, Obi-Wan, something of that sort. I'm hoping gets added to the game, because that would be pretty awesome. So I'm going to give you some tips on this. I gave you some advice on the credits and the level cap that's going to be coming up. So with regards to the AAT rate, it's very hard to say what will be really important. We're kind of just predicting at this point. But my recommendation is definitely make sure you level up your Jedi, like the good ones, Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin Skywalker. If you have Ayla Sakura, she'd probably be pretty good. The reason why I'm saying that is because there's two factions that will be getting bonuses in this new raid. One of them is the Jedi, and they're going to get some special bonus called Defenders of the Republic, where they get an extra, or like every turn they recover 15% of their max health. So they're going to regenerate health quite a lot. And Jedi are pretty easy to farm in this game. You have Luminara, Barriss, Qui-Gon Jinn, all those great characters you can easily farm. And as I mentioned before, every single Jedi is now available for the free-to-play player. The next thing, which might be a much harder faction to farm, and we're not exactly sure if they will be even all that useful, are the Jawas. They are going to get some special bonus called the Wrecking Crew. And as you know, these Jawas, some of them have stun effects on droids, so this actually might come pretty handy since pretty much every single tier has droids in this new AAT raid. So the bonuses that the Jawas are going to get is that they'll get a plus 50% potency. And then in addition, whenever a Jawa uses an ability, they call another ally to assist. And then that's going to be pretty awesome. So let's say, you know, Chief Nebit taunts or something, someone's going to assist off him. When Dacha or Jawa gets an AoE going, someone's going to bump in there and try to get a bonus attack. So they're going to get a lot of attacks out, a lot of stuns. So they might be quite useful. I personally have every single one of the Jedi's up, the Jawas up to 7 stars. They're at level 80. Each one of them, except Jawa Engineer and Chief Nebit, I have them at max gear, but Dacha, Jawa, and Scavenger, all of them are at their gear level before they start needing the raid gear. So that's usually about gear 8 or gear 9. So I'm not going to put any more raid gear on them until I see their usability and their viability, and I'll make sure I show you guys that. Maybe we'll do another live stream come next week when this event goes live. So those are some tips. You might want to just, in general, just hold on to your credits. Don't invest into anything yet for the new raid. Go ahead and take your first try. No one has a strategy yet in regards to how this works. So go in there with cold feet, figure out what's going on, and then once you feel Jedi or Jawas or someone else out there has some sort of good traits going on, then go ahead and invest a lot into them. Some other random things you should know is you don't need to hoard your guild currency for the new raid that's coming out. They're saying that just to go ahead spend your guild currency. I'm talking about like your group stuff, not like your individual currency here. Go ahead and burn it for the raids, because come the new raid that comes out, they're integrating a new type of currency for that particular raid. So you don't have to worry about alternating or whatever, because you only have one type of resource like we have of Cantina. With this new raid, you're going to go ahead and get a new set of guild currencies, so you guys can go ahead and do 2 raids at the same time with 2 different currencies, and they're going to give you the maximum amount for each type of guild currency, so that way you can start a raid right away. So that's gonna be kind of nice. So no need to, you know, just hold on to your money. Go ahead and just spend the currency so you can get as many raids as possible out there. So other than that, besides that, you can use characters for both of them. So just because, let's say your Rex or Tebow died in the first raid, that doesn't mean you can't use them in the second raid. So if you have 2 raids going, the character limits and all that, those are completely separate. So you don't have to worry about, you know, focusing on, I have to use this for this and this for that. It doesn't matter. The refreshes and all that, they don't affect each other. So go ahead, burn your guild currency. Long story short, go ahead, do your normal raids. Don't worry about it. They're gonna max you out. So it might be best to go to 0. So that way you get a lot more currency. Because that means you're not minimizing the amount you get because you went ahead and saved your currency. Make sure you save your credits. Don't be doing, you know, frivolous spending like I was. I was just leveling up random characters like Ewok Elder or whatever. Stop that. Do it later on, because now's not the time for catch up. We have to go ahead and now we have to make sure we're staying on par with everyone else as we continue to push through levels 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. So let me know how you guys think about this. I was really happy, you know, for the past few months just playing catch up, getting a lot of characters in my inventory, but I knew this day would come. I just thought it might be a bit later, but it has been 7 months. People got to level 80 quite fast, at like a month after or something like that. Most people are at level 80 after the cap was lifted. So hopefully this isn't too bad. We got the credit heist going, so just make sure you're getting smart with your money and don't spend crazily until, you know, you're at level 85 and you're good to go. But other than that, guys, let me know what you think. Are you excited for this new raid finally? I'm happy to get my Jawas going because I spent a lot of time on them. Hopefully they're useful. Hopefully the level cap isn't driving too many people crazy. I know I wasn't too happy at first, but I have a feeling I might change my mind once we get to level 85. We can get the higher tiers and all that, but we'll find out. I mean, this is all just initial reactions, but we're gonna go ahead and see in about a week how this will play out. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and we'll talk again later. Peace out.